Bella, why aren't you here yet? The meeting already started. Why aren't you answering?
Good morning, leader.
Good morning? Is that all you can say? We need you in this meeting immediately.
Hey.
What do you mean, hey? I'm not joking. Come to the office right now.
What? I don't want to. I think I'll take today off.
Day off?
Yes, I feel very weak and nauseous. I don't know what happened. I just woke up and I wasn't feeling well.
You think I'm an idiot? I know for sure you drank way too much last night, which is why you're so hungover. So irresponsible.
Well, if that's what you think, then I have nothing more to explain.
Your attitude and your work ethics are horrible. No one has ever called in sick from work because of a hangover. You were well aware that there was an important meeting today, so why did you drink so much? It's not the weekend. You have responsibilities in this company on work days.
Ridiculous. Do I have to choose the day and time to drink? When I'm happy, I drink, and when I'm sad, I also drink. A boring 40-year-old woman like you wouldn't understand.
Watch your mouth. This is very serious.
Why are you so aggressive? It's not like it's a big deal. If you must know, a guy that I like invited me to go out last night. We had some fun, and well, now that I think about it, I'm still so happy about how our date went.
You went out drinking with your boyfriend?
I said a guy I like, not my boyfriend.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I'll forget it. A boring old woman like you will never understand. I wasn't out with my boyfriend last night. I met another guy. He's between jobs right now, but he is such a handsome man, and last night was his private party.
Huh? That doesn't make sense. Why are you seeing other men if you already have a boyfriend?
My preference for other men is my business. It has nothing to do with you.
You always tell everyone in the office that your boyfriend is very good, talented, and worth entrusting your whole life to, right?
Yes. And?
So why is there another man in your life?
Well, because my boyfriend isn't that handsome. I mean, he looks at me so sweetly and talks to me with a very charming voice, but let's just say I have to open a few more bottles of champagne to sleep with him. Anyway, stop wasting my time. I need to rest.
You're such an animal. You need to show up at work today. Take a cold shower and sober up. Now.
No. How many times do I have to tell you? I don't want to go. Besides, I still have 3 more paid days off.
What are you talking about? Are you delusional? You've only been working at this company for 5 months. That doesn't entitle you to that many days of paid leave. It actually doesn't entitle you to any paid days off at all. Check the employee handbook and your contract. We explained this to you during your training and onboarding.
Really? I don't remember that. Can you consider this as sick leave? I'm feeling sick after all. Please don't deduct it from my salary.
The nerve! If you continue this behavior, you will get fired.
Hey, I said I'm not feeling well. Have a little consideration.
Consideration? Did you consider your work obligations when you carelessly went out drinking last night? Let me make this clear. I am your boss, not your friend.
Oh, please. Who said anything about being friends? Why would I want to be friends with you? This job is the reason I go out with other men.
Huh? What nonsense are you talking about?
It's just so stressful. Is it wrong to just want to relieve myself?
Are you saying that I stress you out?
Damn right. That's exactly what I'm saying. I spend a lot of time and effort preparing reports and presentations for you, and you don't even bother to go through them thoroughly. All you do is find errors and demand unnecessary revisions. Every time we have meetings, you reject all my proposals. Even in the emails I write to clients, you change every word. It's so annoying. It's like nothing I ever do is right. If it were someone else in my shoes, they would have already quit this job a long time ago. Working with you is impossible.
Working with me is impossible? Don't give me that bullshit about spending a lot of time and effort on your work when the quality is shit. All the documents you sent me are nothing I've never seen before. Piece of advice: when you plagiarize someone else's work, you should at least change the title. And we only reject your proposals because you suggest things that are irrelevant to the agenda of the meeting. And for the emails to the clients, you're always so careless. That's why I have to correct them all the time. At least get the client's name right. I tried so hard to train you, to make you a really great employee. I even sacrificed my own projects just to help you clean up the mess you made with a client. Did I hear a thank you? No. Instead, you turned your back on me and continued to disrespect me. This is insubordination.
I didn't ask for your help, did I? So why are you acting like I needed you? Whatever, you can say anything and everything you want, but I'm still not coming to the office today. Actually, today and tomorrow.
What? You're not going to work tomorrow either? You can't do that.
I can and I will. Now stop bothering me. You're giving me a horrible headache.
The next day.
You left long before the end of your shift. What the hell are you trying to do?
Nothing, I was tired.
You haven't even finished the reports and presentation for tomorrow's meeting. Return to the office right now and prepare everything we need for tomorrow's meeting.
I don't want to. You know what? I quit.
What? Are you out of your mind? You can't just quit and walk out like that.
Watch me. The work is boring and you are always hot-tempered. There's no good reason for me to stay.
Are you serious? Fine. Suit yourself. Good luck finding a company who will hire you. You have a terrible attitude and work ethics. No one will want to work with you.
Oh no, I'm absolutely terrified.
For your information, the only reason you were able to join this company was because you were a recent graduate. Plus, our requirements weren't even too high.
So what? I'm just glad I don't have to see your old wrinkly face anymore. And for your information, I actually already found a new job. Who's laughing now?
What? So you were being negligent towards your work because you were too busy focusing on finding a new job?
Bingo! It paid off. I'll be working for a very famous company. The pay's great and I'll get loads of benefits and bonuses too. After the probation period, I'll get double the salary. I don't even have to work overtime. Oh, and by the way, I can also take a leave anytime and they won't deduct it from my pay. They're even allowing me to take a sick leave for a few days. They don't make a big deal out of it like you do.
Are all of these true? It seems weird.
You think it's weird because you're just jealous of me. Because you are inferior to me, you don't have the qualifications to join such a company. They want me to start next week, so have fun running the office without me.
Next week? Isn't that in just like 5 days? Have you decided? Did you accept the offer?
Am I stupid? Of course I accepted it. No one in their right mind would pass up that offer.
Okay, well then great. I won't have to deal with someone like you anymore. Just come to the office to complete the termination procedure.
What? I still have to go through that shit?
It's company policy. Obviously, you have to comply. And watch your language. I'm still officially your boss.
Whatever. If you're terminating me, I deserve a severance pay. Don't forget to add that to my last paycheck.
That needs to be approved by head of HR, finance, and the CEO. I doubt you'll get a great amount due to your performance.
What? Other former employees of the company got a huge amount? Even enough to buy 2 expensive designer handbags.
Well, if you were a good employee and worked for a long time at the company like they did, you'd probably get the same. But since your performance was very poor, don't count on a huge paycheck.
Fine. I don't need 2 expensive designer handbags anyway. but at least pay me 3 times my salary. That's only fair.
Fair? More like foolish. You've only been with our company for a few months, not even a year.
I don't care. In the short time I've been working here, I've had to endure a lot of psychological trauma. I deserve compensation. If you don't pay me, I'll make a huge fuss about this.
Go ahead. We're not scared. And let me remind you, once the termination papers are finalized, you can never come back.
Don't worry. Even if you beg me, I won't ever come back anyway.
Good. Now fuck off.
Goodbye.
4 months later.
Hey, old wrinkly lady. When will I get the compensation for the psychological trauma you and the company have caused me? Are you planning to cheat me out of that money?
What are you talking about? I never agreed to that. I didn't promise you any compensation.
Don't act dumb. We already talked about it.
No. Besides, it's been 6 months since you left. You're no longer eligible to demand for such compensation.
That's bullshit. Why did the others get compensation?
How many times do I have to explain this before your simple little brain can understand it?
You're right. I may not have worked at the company long, but you owe me for mental damages.
I have submitted all our conversations to the relevant departments of the company and I requested for a review. They all agreed that I nor the company owe you any compensation for mental damage or psychological trauma that you claim we caused. In fact, the company should actually deduct a huge amount from your salary for your extremely poor performance.
Haha, we'll see. I will sue you.
Okay, I'll wait for your lawyer's letter anytime. The company already has a lawyer on standby, so fire away. You think we're not ready for this? We have a lot of evidence against you. You'll surely lose even if the best lawyer in this city represents you. It's actually good that you left. Apparently, it wasn't just me who couldn't stand you. A lot of other employees at the office hated working with you. Your arrogant and lazy attitude affected so many projects. Your former colleagues are all ready to be witnesses and to provide evidence against you. So, good luck.
Damn it! Are you trying to trap me?
Excuse me? You brought this upon yourself. Don't try to shift the blame on me. But didn't you find a job at a famous company? The one with a high salary and no overtime. If you're so well paid, then why are you desperately trying to get money from us?
High salary, my ass. I only found out during the trial period that there was no salary. It was a scam.
I warned you before. It seemed too good to be true. It was obviously a scam.
You should have told me in the beginning. You set me up. Doesn't matter. I can just quit and find a handsome husband.
Get married without a job? No one will want to marry a gold digger like you.
What do you mean? Did you forget that I have a super rich boyfriend? He'll give me money when I need it. He always does. And then I'll use that money to date more. Just thinking about it makes me so excited. It's an awesome plan.
Good luck finding a man who'll marry a woman like you.
Ha! There are plenty. I am a beautiful girl, so I won't have any trouble finding someone.
Aren't you afraid your boyfriend will find out?
Absolutely not. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed. He'll never know. So, you know what? Even if you don't pay me, I'll be okay. My rich boyfriend will take care of everything.
Oh, well then, I wish you all the best.
Ha! Thanks. But I'm telling you now, don't ever contact me anymore.
A few days later.
Linda, save me!
What's happening? Didn't you say not to contact you anymore?
My boyfriend found out that I was having an affair with other men. Even though I explained and begged him for forgiveness, he didn't listen to me. He just broke up with me. Now I don't have a boyfriend and money. I already spent the money on the other guy, the one from the private party. I have to pay rent in a few days, but I have no money at all. Can you give me another chance, please? I promise I will obey you and I'll work harder than everyone else in the office.
I told you, once the termination papers are signed, there's no going back. Company policy, I'm afraid.
You're the leader. Surely you can do something about this?
How can I give a chance to a person as incompetent and disrespectful as you? Dream on.
I'm begging you, just help me one more time, please. I won't have a place to live anymore.
I'm sorry, but I am not obligated whatsoever to help you. Now that your boyfriend is out of the picture, you could still have that handsome guy to help you.
Forget it. He is so money hungry. I almost lost everything because of him. As soon as he heard that I had no money, he immediately changed his attitude. Then he blocked me and disappeared.
You knew that though, didn't you? Sooner or later, he was going to leave you.
You don't have to help me get back in the company. Just lend me some money for rent.
Again, it's not my obligation to help you. You'd better find someone else to assist you. Besides, I'm setting aside my money for our wedding expenses.
Wedding expenses? How can someone like you have a fiancé?
Well, it looks like you're the only one in the whole company who doesn't know. He's the director of a big company and he's usually very busy, so he rarely shows up.
Then all the better. You have a husband to take care of you, so can you lend me some money?
No, I'm not overly dependent like you. You can be a pain in the ass. You should find a real job and work hard. After this, I don't want to be involved with you anymore. Fuck off.
After that, Bella started to tirelessly search for a job. She moved to a cheap apartment and she lived a much simpler life. However, her flirtatiousness hasn't changed. She started using different dating apps right after work and used the money she earned to have fun with a lot of men. After that, she lost all her money and was desperate. She borrowed a large amount of money from the bank at a ridiculously high interest rate. When she got the money from the loan, men swarmed at her and surrounded her, even followed her around. But when Bella was out of money, they all disappeared in the blink of an eye. Eventually, Bella couldn't even pay her rent, so she tried to move back in with her parents. Her parents refused, not wanting to be bothered by loan sharks. Then, they declared that they are cutting ties with her. After that, I never heard any news from her again.